Hello, greetings. I'm for Twice Broadcast. Welcome to the demonetized and the weird. Was it the weird part of YouTube, something like that? All right. I have an upload for tomorrow. Uh, about a dating site, uh, and a social network news system. Of course, you can go to the video description and see what the hell I'm talking about. So that's for invites. I'll go into more detail. You'll see it tomorrow if you want to see it at all. I don't really go into much detail, but yeah. I'll go into more detail of that. That didn't go into detail right now. We'll go into more detail later on. That made any sense. So, going to the economy a little bit, and another thing I forgot about, put in the description about alien disclosure too, and do another connection with the Draconians. They seem to be here a little bit, so probably Novak will probably go back through. He hasn't been here for a while. Oh yeah, that's right. Have you seen the movie Animal House? That's kind of like what our world looks like, or is what our world looks like. Let's make sure my audio is working. So, yeah. So when aliens see our world look like Animal House, it's like, okay, we'll just let you guys do your thing. So, yeah, I do more channelings on the thousand dimensions and all that. Just kind of giving it a break a little bit, sort of just feeling it out. I feel the Dracos have something to say. The economics, the economy situation. It's kind of like a magic keeping it going right now. I know all these third dimensional economic people. I mean, we should have just had a crash a long time ago. I don't. I don't think we're gonna have one. It's just gonna be like I say, magic. We're gonna get assistance. That shows we have alien assistance here. I mean, yeah, there are going to be some downsides here and there. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think we're going to have a... I feel like if there is anything going to happen at all, maybe 10 years, possibly. But even then, there's nothing to worry about because you don't need it anymore, something like that. But either way. Yeah, my black helicopter's up there to keep an eye on me. So, yeah, there's no riots here. I don't know what. There's a lot of alien activity here, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, it's just that shows that alien influence is here. That's why the economy has not fully, gone to bust. There will be some times where it will get a little bit scary here and there, but I think I'll survive somehow. Yeah. So yeah, something to do with the banking, how the bankers do their banking, is where things can fall apart. But I still feel like that's going to still stay alive, at least for a couple more years. I don't think the new currency is going to come in anytime soon, but we're on timelines of bizarreness right now. There's nothing really that clear of where things are going. Yeah, that was the crappiest prediction out there right now. So that's just basically the economy prediction is, yeah, not to worry about it. Somehow, I mean, we're seeming to be all right now. I think everything will be falling apart at the moment. So, yeah, yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't see anything falling apart. There are timelines where there are some moments, but I'm not seeing it this time. Yeah, because we're at there's the turning points with timelines, and there was time where I feel like, yeah, well, there's the protests are still going on, and it does have to do with the economy. It's not just what's going on. It's not just a race war or anything like that. There's more going on to it than that. So, to go into next. Alien disclosure energies. Let's see if I can connect to this. Yeah, we just have to change our frequency for them to come in, obviously, right? it's just, yeah, you have to just think fourth dimensionally. I mean, you don't have to force it, but most of society isn't going to connect to that because they're great. They're so busy putting their mask on. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, most of the people who are putting their masks on probably don't need to wear one, but it's kind of overkill at the moment. And they even said, was it the WHO said that this thing isn't really. If you don't look like you don't have any symptoms, you probably don't have it. That's not what they said before. They said you probably, they're just full of shit, just fucking with everybody. So, like, you have these theme parks opening up and everybody's wearing a mask and they're walking by nobody and they're probably, there's probably no threat there. They say that the numbers are going up, but, you can't really trust any of that shit, so. Anyway. It's doing what it's here to do. It's also it's going after gullible people. That's another part. I mean, it is real, but it's not as widespread as they're saying it is. I mean, when people get it, it's real, but it's not everywhere like they're thinking it is. It's like, oh, by the way, it's like weapons of mass destruction. Oh yeah, by the way, there aren't any. It's like it's the same thing with this. Eventually, they're probably not going to come out with it anytime soon, or at all. It was, oh yeah, remember when we were shutting everything down? We probably didn't have to do that, at the extent that we did. Yeah, so, but it's good they're cleaning things off, sort of. They're sort of doing that still. So, but either way, it's agenda. Yeah, it feels like it's the same as the Iraq War. They said that, weapons of mass destruction, we're going to go into Iraq and do our thing, plunge it, and it's like, oh, well, by the way, there's not much. Yeah, okay. So, but there's a hidden agenda, obviously. So, same situation there. Okay, we're going to Draco's. They have a message. So, we'll go into slight update. Doing here. So it's ivantor.com, our private sessions. We're on a scheduler, we're on a channel, Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. Scheduler, I forget what. It's not. I forget. I think I'm on the 27th or 28th. I think. Yeah. Same situation here. We have other channelers and healers. Also, I do recommend. Here's a social network. Now this is getting upgraded, and you go to here where I send out emails. This is the new system, and you can get on your mobile phone also. So yeah, it's cool. You can also get invites. So if you go to a social network, and I send out emails about it too. I haven't checked if anybody signed up or not, but awesomeness, and this is the other site we got for research purposes. Yeah, I've been busy, and that's not all. More is to come. So, but not yet. All right. Okay. Going to Draco Energies. We'll see who else is here. Let's see here. One moment. Lessons. Greetings. We are the Draconians. Our ship is not too far from your planet. Yes, we have our command posts on your world at this time. As yes, many aren't understanding of our existence on your planet. We are seen to be of a fear energy, but it's up to you to make that choice. Basically, we come to your Earth to learn, as you are. We might see it as negative energies, but there are some here that are, yes, quite dark to your Earth. But realize also we are, even those that are dark to your planet, are warning through you to keep you part of the mirage of your current third dimensional existence. Our mission is to keep you in the unknown, to keep you on task. There's more to it than that, but yes, we do have many energy. You might not see many Draconians as the most positive. Of course, there's several reptilian energies here that are causing massive upheavals. But realize as you are in an awakening state, now you might see Dracos as negative, but as you go into your awakening state, you might see something else. As yes, we are some of the most advanced teachers in your universe. And yes, you might come off a little heavy. But so do you, as you are teaching the universe a great deal also. Many lessons here have not been learned on other worlds, so there's sometimes being learned here, but not always. This shows how some lessons are very difficult to learn. Even on a world like this, where it takes even 100 lifetimes, or even more. Many are not ready to let go of their old ways. That's another reason why some are having difficulties learning here. They're not always ready to hear the truth. That's the other thing. Are you ready to hear your truth? And, you can say someone's truth without being insulting, but some like to just be insulting about it. And that's where some of your trolls are like, to a degree. So, finding your own truth and willing to hear it from yourself or others, usually it's someone else telling you, but it can't be you discovering on your own. That's when you go to the next phase of yourself. Also, many souls that leave here all of a sudden, like they're 30 years old and they die because their mission is accomplished here. It's just that simple. But the Draco way is complicated. Basically, the reason why we don't mention our societies here, world, is because we feel like we're going to. What's the bother? What's the point? But realize as we are connecting to you, that also shows you're part of a turning point. If you want out of this reality, you have to make peace with us. You might see us as the villains, but there might be another story to it. As basically many reptilian beings saw a weak race, and that is yours. And we pulled out, or noticed the vulnerabilities and exploited them. And then your Earth collapsed. So yes, your Earth really fell more than others. But not that we're trying to be negative. Of course, some might have difficulties with that one. Yes, what is negative and positive anyway? Some feel like they have the definite truth. That's a third dimensional mentality. Once you make peace with yourselves, you see higher learning might seem as negative. It is, yes, it can consume you, take you over, even destroy you. Knowledge can destroy you. As some of you might notice. Too much knowledge at once, that's why so many get pulled into the lower dimensions. There's a lot of knowledge there. Problem is they think they can handle it. And then they get trapped there. This is why lower dimensional beings, not many of you really you do interact with them, but like you go through a stepfather that's negative or a family member that's negative. A lot of them are connected to the lower asp when they bring that knowledge into an incarnation, and you're there to learn it. It's not easy to learn, is it? It's like if you really want this earth to ascend, you have to be willing to look under the carpet. Look into places that you don't normally look. And look at your reality in a totally different way. That is when you'll snap out of the coma and new energies will come in. Your earth will transform easily. But it's up to you. That's all we have at this time. Blessings. Greetings and all that. Greetings to you, all you attractive people. One moment. Yes, your military is, of course, watching your planet closely of your ascension process. At least the higher military. And also, in other news, your Einstein is very connected to the reptilian race, as he is a founder of many reptilian races. He is, of course, connected to Arcturian, who's also made peace with many alien beings. Now, this is up to you if what you. Many are, yes, terrified of themselves. We realize that. You have a sign outside your planet. We are scared of each other. It's obvious when you come here. And as the Draconian said, yes, you can't really bring out one's truth on this world. Not easily without taking a beating. But also this is kind of showing your Earth is ready to make peace with those that are holding the fort down, you can say. When you remove the word enemy and just use the word friends, the defenses come down. Just like when the Germans fighting America, eventually peace is made. And you can say this has been a war going on your planet for, of course, thousands of years, if you haven't noticed by your history books. Of course, much of your history books is all bullshit, but, it's the thought that counts, isn't it? Atlantis was around a lot longer. Imagine if that was in your history books. You look at your world a lot more differently, that's for sure. That's why it was erased. And it's much more advanced. Basically, well, for you to learn your Earth studies, of course, a lot of knowledge had to be hidden, such as your histories. But this is up to you to change things. It's always been up to humans to help you evolve. But humans say, to hell with that. Give me my Netflix or wherever it is. So as many of you are going to research, you're actually, alternative research. The research that everybody says that's bad research, like alternative information, most likely that's all true. Majority of it is, yes, not all of it, but I think you can understand, either way, not everything's going to be able to be researched. You have to use your own intuitions also. But always also, astral is coming closer to your planet of knowledge, to bring the knowledge into the Earth, not to destroy Earth. As some areas of your world can. Yes, too much knowledge can drive you insane. That's why some of you want to see aliens all the time. It's like, can you actually function in this planet if you saw aliens and humans all day long? Especially aliens are, making funny faces, stuff like that. They're not going to do that. But just for example, would you be able to concentrate on this reality? No. So we're doing you a favor. Now do us a favor and realize of your Earth's potential. That's when things change. Yeah, if you heal the word, and many have enemy. Yes, they don't want to hear this. I realize many humans don't want to hear this. But if you just, people, obviously not going to like all alien beings, but to make peace with, some of the collectives at least. Even if you don't like a certain being, understood. But also, to make peace with somebody of these, that's when your ascension is going to really ascend. That's when things are going to really change on your planet. If you're connected to your starseed energies, the reptilians are bad, and orcs are this, and felines are kissing everybody, whatever. If you just make peace with everyone, doesn't mean you have to like them. Let's put it that way. You don't have to like everybody, because there's some beings you're just not going to like. But always make peace with them. They acknowledge you're there, and yada, yada, yada. I just wanted my Earth to ascend. You'd be surprised how powerful that is. You'd be surprised how many doors will open. Vibrationally. Doesn't mean Draco's going to just show up tomorrow. But you make peace with yourself. Some aren't realizing they have difficulties with alien beings. They might say, "I love all the alien beings," but are you sure? What about these? What about the insectoids? How about them? How about the what do you call? What are they called? The termite insectoids. How are you with them these days? How's that been going? There's usually a root of like, okay, who do I have difficulties with? And you heal that, you'd be surprised how much you open up within yourself. If you feel like there's a blockage. It's only for those that feel like there's a blockage. What are you afraid of? Open your third eye. What are you afraid of? What's keeping your third eye shut down? What is it there that you need to see? What you don't want to see. You might say, "Oh, I want to see all the loving beings," but yes, but the other beings that you don't like are going to show up too, most likely. You might want to phase them out, but it's like, hey, but we're important too. So I am here. Reason is basically showing that Draconian and other reptilian energies are loosening their grip on this planet. Doesn't mean you're going to have spaceships flying around. You're just going to all have tea together at the local Starbucks and just call it a day. But you are getting closer to some kind of contact. Humans make the rules. But you say more beings are becoming more awakened to your connections. Many alien beings want nothing to do with humans at all. Just keep you in your little shell and just keep you there in your little prison. That's not always the case. You'd be surprised how much is going on. This disease situation is also a shift for alien beings too. It's not just you. We're getting our ass kicked too. So what we're saying is more new energies are coming into your earth to allow more psychic intuitiveness to open up. Meaning the grid on your planet is not as strong as it used to. Slowly it will start to unravel itself in due time. It cracks open here and there. That's why you see a glitch in your matrix, which happens all the time. It's part of an awakening. Once again, we're not going to say you're going to see Draconians walking around, you're going to have tea together at 8 o'clock. No. But it does show that you are making progress. Doesn't mean you're going to have alien beings flying from the skies. Well, there will be sightings here and there. But it's going to be more of a spiritual, internal awakening. And some things you're just going to know and you don't know why. Yeah. Even you feel like you need to talk to somebody for some reason, that means a lot of the reptilian, that doesn't mean they got up and left and we're just going to go sit outside by the moon and wait for you guys to awaken. No. But just basically the mind control is easing up. Now the human can continue with their own mind control and just live in their la-di-da existence. They can change if they want to. A lot of them, that's still up to them. But for those of you that want more information, more of a healing, be surprised what's coming in for you. Those that want a change. We're not going to say alien Jesus is going to show up, but basically feel a lighter vibration. You'll still feel conflict here because that's mostly your human race, but you'll feel a lighter energy overall. So, alright, so there's another being here. Blessings to you on your journeys. Alright, see you later. Greetings to you. Yes, we are Arcturians from the millionth dimension. We are spiritual beings, of course, as we are in the fifth. Much of, the physical world has been not a downgrade, but a necessary for higher dimensions to operate more clearly. As there are higher dimensional wars, in the alien environment that some of you will begin to unravel. Of a physical, at least a human being, but even physicality was looked down upon for a long time. Because being a spiritual being, an alien vibration was seen to be the only way to go in your universe. But as the more physicality energies started to evolve, it did not go too well. And now you see, the human is kind of like a perfect machine. Not entirely, but it is we'll just call it a perfect machine for right now. Biological being, a nuclear bomb in some ways, also a being that's become more advanced than even many extraterrestrials. Even if yes, you're in the third dimension, but as you go up the dimensions, you'll see this body is more advanced than you might realize. And going through the hardships of this reality gives you a ticket to the higher realms. Meaning you can keep the vibrations, what you've learned here, and use it for positive. Some use it for whatever they want to use it for. You normally use it for positive, but it's like you gotta go through the pain to get the knowledge that you're looking for. So when you go into the higher realms, you still have that energy with you. And that's why so many reincarnate here because of this vibration. Now some don't even use it. They gather it. They just become, and they can stale it down. But if you know how to use their vibration, as many of you do, you'd be surprised how you become a very strong godlike being. You're actually activating more of your godlike power by being here. You're unlocking it. So those of you in a spiritual idea system, not that you need to be you don't have to call it a god, but it's godlike powers. Let's put it that way. You can call yourself whatever you want. You're just unlocking more of yourself. And third dimensions where you kind of retool yourself, reorganize it. Much of your human race is not ready to even get there. Because if they did, they'd be talking about it. Talking about their powers, how they can open themselves up, how they can open up their psychic abilities. That'd be the conversation of the day. That does not mean it's not going to happen. But the controversy of your world being created, basically to make I realize many feel like this is not the perfect being, there's a lot of difficulties. And of course there is, but compared to other alien species, this is more defined, more perfected than any other. Obviously you realize this many are having difficulties, like what are you talking about? The body is broken down. Well, if it was fixed, meaning that you had a upgrade to get you back in order, because your bodies can fall apart, of course, like any other. But if you imagine yourself working better, your back isn't hurting, and you can move, and you're at a weight where you can actually operate, you probably feel that power. And that's what many are going to go back to eventually. Not many are realizing they call it a psychic power. Oh yes, you realize your economies. The economy itself speaks to humanity. Humanity just wants a break. We believe one's coming, not a collapse, but humanity just wants to just heal, relax, not to worry so much. And some don't, but those that wish to will find their day soon. Yes, you don't realize the controversy of being a human. You don't see it. Because a lot of beings don't make it easy for you. For their own reasons. But as you have more peace with yourself, you'll see more of making peace with other beings. Yes, there's beings here that are just horrible. Yes, alien energies. A lot of them are similar to your humans here. There's a lot of bullies on this planet. But it's also advancing energies, making you stronger. But we realize many do need a break. We feel like your break is coming. Basically, a lot of stress calming down in the next few weeks. Maybe before then, but definitely the next few weeks. I guess it depends on who you are. Some find the pandemic is the most relaxing time of their lives. We realize that. And some find it the most stressful, so everyone's going to see things differently. Of course, you can have a relaxing time now, but those that are going through a struggle will feel like relaxation energies are coming soon. Blessings.